And here we are. Indeed, indeed.
What?
Welcome, everybody, to Session 12 of the Turngrave Affair. Now, a few things have happened off camera since the last time we played that I did not include in the end of the session. For example, the party is now level 2. As you might notice, looking at the sheet. Look at them. They made it. They made it all the way from level 0 to level 2. So, quick little
Hallelujah.
round of applause for my lovely players. I'm not even sure you can hear my clapping through the microphone.
Gotta get you like a soundboard so that you can like play like
Cheering.
claps or
Yeah.
cheering. Or, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'll invest
hold
in one someday. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Hey.
Hey!
And so we're going to take a little bit here, and we're going to talk about, one of the most exciting things about playing a tabletop RPG, and that is character advancement. That is leveling. Melkor, welcome. I hope we can give you a good show tonight. We're talking about leveling up characters. And so, let's start with Aurora, played by none other than Thread. Thread, this is your first level 2 Pathfinder 2nd Edition character.
Yes, it is. And she got some gifts as a result, like a little bit more HP. Very excited about that. She also added a skill feat and a class feat.
Yep.
So as a champion, she has now declared her oath for now. She went the Shining Oath route because zombies. It seems to be fitting.
You think
Or
you're gonna
undead.
think you're gonna find much undead in this adventure?
I don't know anymore. I have the feeling, I have the sneaking suspicion once I've declared this oath, it will be rendered useless.
They all undead disappear from the adventure.
They'll just completely vanish.
Just-
No one knows why.
Rewrite
It's
my
like,
entire
oh.
campaign.
Entire
There was-
campaign. And then secondly, because she's a former farmer who's been on a scavenger hunt since we've been kidnapped away from Weskerville, she took up the forager skill. So maybe if we need to find some food,
Yeah.
she'd do that. Now, we have a NPC that supports us as well, a Gentry Stein.
Yep. And I do want to note, Gentry has not leveled up with you guys.
Oh, tea.
Ooh, interesting.
Spicy tea.
I'm gonna keep your lieutenants, or however we want to call them. They are gonna lag behind you guys in level.
Okay, that's fine. We
Yes,
would
That
be
makes sense.
Yeah.
too much, I guess.
Yep.
But yes, I got the forager skill. I don't know if that causes a double dip, but it seemed useful, so went
Not
with
with
that.
Gentry. You're good there. All right.
Oh,
Excellent.
sweet.
Harry,
Mhm.
level 2
Howdy.
summoner. So Harry is played by my good old buddy Zach. If you guys don't know, it is Zach's fault that I got into Pathfinder. He has cost me so much money.
Yeah,
It's your
I've
fault.
recently caused another similar excursion by getting all my buddies down here in Georgia into Warhammer. So I just can't stop myself.
Oh Jesus. Yeah,
Oh no,
that's
that one's dangerous.
yeah. Pathfinder is the better of the two. I'm glad you got me into that and not Warhammer. But level 2 summoner. All right, what's this? What'd you get? What are we looking at here?
All right. So as Harry leveled up, his fairy tale powers grew with him. So his bond with his toy has gotten also stronger. So he has picked up Reinforce Eidolon as his summoner feat, which gives him a free spell to basically make her a little tougher. He also, being a little bit of a tinkerer, has learned how to mix his magic and tinkering, and has learned root magic, so he can make little trinkets to try to help people give bonuses. Very specific
cool.
bonuses, but
Very cool.
and
Now-
then
One thing to
Yes.
keep in mind, Reinforce Eidolon is a focus cantrip, which means casting
Yes.
it does not cost you a focus point. And also, I did just notice that you were missing Boost Eidolon, which is a spell that all summoners know.
oh, you might. Okay, I see it. You must have just added it.
I just added it. Yep,
All right. Thank you.
of course.
And then I guess Harry's last update is he gets a new spell for hitting level 2.
Ooh,
And mixing once again his magic and crafting abilities, he has helpful steps, which is very helpful for an old man.
building a stairway to heaven.
Valid.
Yep.
I would assume that
Preemptively.
stairs would be his natural enemies. As an old man. At least
No,
most
that's pandas.
old men I know. I'll take your word for it. All right, excellent. Well, next on my little list here, this party tab is really useful. Is Oliver Freefoot, played by Shy, who we just heard from.
Hello.
What did level
yeah.
2 bring for this, I mean, already massacring monk? You are just a beast. Or at least you have been thus far. I hope to
I was
put a
gonna
stop
say,
to that.
so kind of
Possibly permanently.
following along that feel, I have felt comfortable with how Oliver's been doing. So I didn't get anything like monk related specifically here. I went and tried to play into a bit more of the caring nature on his side for his friends. He's going more into like the medicine and sticking with it as much as he can. So specifically, I got the battle medicine as a skill feat so that I can do that in combat as needed. Help pad that out, help out any healing that occurs, which also allowed me to get the medic dedication, both making
Battle medicine and
medicine-
treat wounds better.
making it all better because I get higher proficiency. I get to heal. I heal more now when I do like the expert DC stuff like that.
Well, very cool. Now your voice is kind of like fading in and out a little bit. I'm not sure if that's just on my end or if the others are hearing it as well.
I
That
was gonna
might
bring
have
it
just
up.
been me moving around. I may have moved around too much. I apologize. How is it now?
Okay.
still doing it.
Sounds much more stable.
Okay, yeah, that was just me then. I apologize. I will remember that as we go.
All right, excellent. And then, last, finally, but certainly not least, as I always say, we have the one and the only Silas Sunshower. And you know what? I should have been showing off character art. That is my bad. I apologize. Played by Decaf.
Yeah, so with Silas now coming into level 2 as a druid, we're actually dipping immediately away and picking up the Geomancer dedication to start digging into his roots as a Stone Order druid so that he can start manipulating the effects of the land around him.
Yeah. You know what? It was a
similar-
mistake.
Hmm.
Sorry, I was just going to say it was a mistake for me to put this in chat because this feat is so long. I regret it immediately.
Yeah, it's got a lot of verbiage in there. It's actually pretty straightforward though once you know what you're
Yes.
doing, thankfully.
Very cool. Very
but
cool
similar-
archetype.
Yeah, I love it. But similar to Aurora, we are also leaning into our skill set. Since he's a druid and since he is good with survival, we're going with the Forager skill feat. And unfortunately, unlike my spontaneous caster over there who can just know helpful steps, I just get an additional slot that I can prepare into every day.
Oh, very nice. Now, we will be saying you guys did get a chance to rest. Remember, we are starting this session in the morning. Actually, if we look at the world clock, it tells us that it is 6:38:54. It's the dawn of a new day, and it is effectively, in this setting, I'm not sure if I want to use the Gregorian calendar for it, but it is the 22nd of September. And it's a Friday, so TGIF. Now, I do also
our characters have the same.
I do also want to mention that I do run a sort of lemon law on feats. You guys have 3 sessions, and if you realize you don't like this feat, you can swap it out for something else, or if you think you aren't going to get any use out of it. Now, I do also want to mention,
appreciate that.
if Silas or Aurora want to swap out Forager because they now know that the other has it, I can also accept that reasoning. But that being
That
said,
is also
we're just going to jump in here because you guys ended
Like
on
cross.
a bit of a doozy last session. So last session, you guys met up with the twins, Pepper and Perry Fairweather, map makers and specifically allies to Oliver. They are his employers and companions, and they gave you some information about town, and you guys discovered that several people were holed up and being held at the old Mayor's Manor. You guys had made your way there, avoiding a giant, shambling monstrosity whose features you couldn't quite make out. But once there, you discovered it was guarded. You had arrived in the evening and found it was looked after by a pair of gnolls. Now, as evening gave way to dawn, you guys hunkered down in an abandoned building and tried to keep a watch on things. So it was mostly quiet. One thing you did notice is that periodically, the guards, at least one of them, would move to the back of the building and would throw a hunk of meat or some bone or something like that over the garden wall back here. Now, the exact nature of what that is has not been made clear to you, because, as stated, you guys have not strayed very far from your current location. However, you did move up, at least a bit, got yourself within 120 feet, because we ended last session with Harryman reaching into the mind of one of these ogrekin that have replaced the gnolls on guard duty, the Colo, as they're called in the remaster, and attempting to convince the ogrekin that this is his conscience speaking. So, Harryman, we're
Yes.
gonna start. We're gonna just start with that.
I mean, that sounds fair.
So
Sounds
you're,
appropriate.
yeah, I want you to at least give me an idea of what you're saying to the guy. If you want to role play it all out, go for it. But if you at least want to give me a gist of what you're telling him before we make any rolls, I wanna understand.
Yeah, it was kind of a quick plan, and everyone else seemed to be okay with it, so Harry just went with it. And it's nothing too in depth, but Harry would have said something like trying to, I don't know if he would try to sound ghostly or anything, but just say, this is your conscience speaking to you. You know what you are doing within is wrong, and you need to do what is right. Set these people free.
Now, this is during the day, so it is worth mentioning that you don't think there's a lot of people still inside here, because it is most of them have been taken out to the fields and to work and stuff. But as this voice goes off in his head, this ogrekin looks around wildly, just, who said that? And I need you to give me a deception check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Relax, guys. I have a +4 to this.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Not great. It's all right.
it's giving deception,
All
I
right.
think.
Roll a single deception check. Oh, you know what? I should have asked for that to be a secret roll. And
Whoops.
compare it against the perception DC of every creature you are trying to fool. Sorry, let me unpause
So
the
do
world.
you want a new one?
Don't try to. Don't try.
I'm
that.
kidding.
As I said, the thug stops and pauses. His heavy feet, boots, sort of scuffing on the ground. Ugh, my conscience. From over on the porch, the other can. What are you talking about over there? The first one replies, There's someone talking to me. Of course there's someone talking to you. I'm talking to you. No, there's someone in my head. Ain't nobody in your head, you daft fool. Get back there and get that thing its meat. Don't want Fluffy getting hungry. The Ogrekin scratches a finger on his skull and just kind of shrugs and begins to meander back towards the garden wall.
Interesting.
I don't think it worked.
No, but we got information.
Yeah, Harry. Did you hear about Fluffy?
Well, I mean, could we really hear what they were saying from over 100 feet away?
The rabbit might have been able to.
Which one?
The smaller of the two.
I have good ears. I mean, as long as I did, I would like to just say that I'd probably just quietly be like, they mentioned a Fluffy. Like, it almost seems like they're feeding something. Said he didn't want it to get hungry.
Okay. Aurora says quietly, well, in my experience around here, when someone names their pet Fluffy, they're actually terrifying.
Like when they name a pit bull princess.
Same energy. Same energy.
Okay, well, unrelated, pit bulls are actually adorable no matter what name you give them, but that's besides the point.
Okay,
The
understood.
Ogrekin returns, still looking very confused, but he's just sort of glancing around. Doesn't notice any of you. It's just still very kind of bewildered.
The seeds of righteousness have been planted. Now we
Yeah.
wait for it to flourish.
We wait.
Now we just have to wait. Yeah.
I like
He's our
The
new
seeds of
apprentice. Him and Gentry.
the seeds of righteousness helps with my gifts as well.
Yeah.
Can one run a perception or like in I'm so used to 5e, so insight. I can't be like insight. What's Fluffy?
So sense motive is what insight is, and it is a facet of perception. Now, what
Okay.
exactly are you trying to suss out? Like, are you trying to suss out if the seeds of righteousness have been actually planted, or?
Did it work?
Did it work? No, I want to know how far Fluffy is because I would like to back up.
Okay, that is just a full-on perception check. And unfortunately, I don't think you have enough information.
Got you.
Now,
That's valid.
We
my
measure
viewers-
how long it took him
My
to
viewers might have an
sully over
idea.
in some direction.
My viewers might have an idea of what Fluffy is.
Oh,
You
boy.
guys can keep quiet about it.
Yeah, don't tell us.
But
No.
I'm sure we'll get to
But
find
no,
out the
it's-
hard way.
it's just
Mhm.
like he goes. It's just there's a wall back here that he goes to. Whoops. And he just hurls the meat over
Needed.
and then comes
Hmm.
back. Thank you,
So,
Mentor. I appreciate your silence.
might be like an actual animal.
Melkor, what have you done? Help us. No.
I think the
Conquer calls
animal is
for
the
heed.
least of our concerns.
It
if-
depends on what the animal is.
Oh gosh.
That's very true.
I mean, animals get really crazy in Pathfinder.
Oh no.
But,
I mean, case in point, cave worms are technically animals.
What if it's
Oh.
straight up not an animal? It's just like another like ogre kid, but or like one of their
A really
big
fat
cousins
one?
that's just freaking
Yeah,
huge.
one whose mutation is he's just like super fuzzy. It's just fuzzy lumpkins from Power Rangers
just-
or Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Or it's
Yes.
like that one chick from Slither that kept in the barn.
Which
Has
from
anyone
what?
seen that movie?
No, I don't
Slither?
think so.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Movie about the
I don't know if
the
I'd want
worm.
to
Shrek?
watch it knowing the name of the
seen-
movie.
I've seen part of that movie.
freaking worms that take over people.
Yeah.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
Delightful.
It's bad enough that they're popping out of deserts in Dune, but I digress. Um,
So Gentry looks to you guys. He's like,
yeah, what can we do? What can we do?
I think we got to make a move here. Either we accept that this is not an assailable point presently, or we move on. Now, I think as it is, if we want to try busting people out of here, we should be waiting for when folks are actually here at night.
I do agree.
Agreed.
But I think, didn't we show up at night and it was like way more guarded? Were there a lot more guards at night?
Yes,
There
there were.
were. Well, there were only, I believe, 2 gnolls at night. I think there is what showed up.
Oh, I thought we saw like actual ogres walking around too.
No,
Uh,
ogres
we
came in the
did-
morning to
Yeah.
take workers out to the fields.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, during the
Then-
transport section, a whole frick ton of baddies were there. That was a problem.
Hmm.
The only, and I think the only issue I have is like if we free a bunch of people, we don't have a place for them to go as of yet.
We got a hole in the wall. We can,
This is
we can
true.
get them out of the town.
But
I'm-
like it seems kind of like it's beyond the town walls too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
where we're gonna put them. I think we should go and
Mm.
plan elsewhere.
Yeah, if you don't mind me putting in my 2 cents, my 2 pieces,
Please do.
I do believe if we free them, we need to figure out some place they can hole up, some place they can keep safe.
It's kind of what I'm thinking.
Now, there are a lot of abandoned buildings here, a lot of abandoned sites. Maybe the shops that we all saw in, where you all, Harry here got his friend. He eyes the doll somewhat warily. It's a pretty large place, and I don't seem to be much foot traffic there. Now, I do acknowledge that there was some, but that was because we came bumbling in, attracting attention and all.
Yeah, but the moment they all disappear,
Right, that is the other thing I was going to say. If and we act, I'm afraid we are going to be putting ourselves fully on the offensive. I'm not sure we have much time after that to rest. We need to be pushing and hitting them to keep them from finding and recapturing folk.
Yeah.
Maybe that means taking the fight to their boss there. What's they called her? The butcher.
Are we ready to fight Ruth? Cause I don't
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
think I'm ready.
At least scope out
Simple.
the area
simple
like we did
farmer.
here.
was there anything? Were there any other plans that we had that we were thinking of doing before this?
I just am looking for my brother, and I was hoping he was one of the people that they were following in and out.
Well, yeah,
and
there's
we
a
could
couple
see
of you, that are looking for people.
That's right, specifically.
And it was
This was
hard.
kind of our best bet.
It was hard to tell like who all was here when you first came by to look for people.
it. Right.
I think there was
So
a storehouse that we wanted to check out and scope out the windmills as well.
yeah, this is a scouting mission, not a fighting mission yet.
Do we want to try and take a look at those first? And then, if all else fails, we can't think of anything, we come back here?
I'm also team. We come back here occasionally just to keep but not do anything. I think it's just being stealthy and picking up as much information as possible.
Say like we're up against pretty brutal odds. So I'm all for all on the offensive, but I think if we're gonna do that, we need to make sure we're confident about how it's gonna work with a plan. And I don't think we have any other information outside of this as to like where Ruth is or anything like that.
Here's another possibility. And feel free, I'm just floating ideas out there, just seeing if they gain traction or all. Mayor's Mansion is a pretty defensible position. If and we could take it over. I mean, maybe.
Fair.
Now,
As long as we don't
I
get
understand
onslaughted
that-
by an entire army again.
Indeed, and it does seem, from what stories you told me and those that we shared about the campfire, the numbers are certainly smaller than what they were when you were first attacked.
We'd
Just,
also have more time to prepare.
Indeed, especially if we strike a night. That would be fatiguing work working through it all, but would give us more time to draw up defenses and the like. Just a thought that occurred to me.
This is also an enticing thought.
It's not like
Not
I've ever been in the
detailed.
military or nothing.
I trained under you.
And you're my favorite student.
Oh
I'd say
shit.
if we follow that plan, we should hit very shortly after they get back to give us the most time.
Yeah, just like essentially let them all file in.
I would say a few minutes
it-
after they swap the guards for the evening.
Yeah, they all file in, the guards are swapped. I would almost give it probably about 10 minutes, because 10 minutes of walking should get them out of earshot for pretty much any perceptible sounds we should be making.
You're doing the little fade a little bit again.
I don't really know why. I might have moved my hand in front of my face. I apologize.
That's all good. So yeah, he will bring up if that is a plan. Do you guys want to rest during the day so that way you're fresh for the night?
That sounds like a good plan.
Blue says your whole thing. It might be Discord Crisp doing it.
Discord Crisp. I don't even know what that is. Hang on.
Nor do I.
I'm gonna look into that. I will still listen.
KRISP. But yeah, so that is his main suggestions. He's here to follow you guys. He's just offering a little bit of counsel. And be
I
aware
appreciate the
that his
counsel.
counsel is not necessarily the GM's counsel.
Also aware of this. But I do want to move, and it would help to know what our options are to either move and get out and go to a different spot, or if we're plotting to do this relatively soon, also that. But I'm just ready to move wherever we can go.
Okay. So that is Aurora's vote. What's the rest of the party feeling?
Kind of agree.
I mean,
with Gentry
go ahead.
of resting up and then sieging this place.
Okay. Silas, where are you landing?
I think the best call would probably be to, get a safe location ready for captives. So if we want to just take this place out in the evening, let's do it.
Okay. So that is Aurora wants to investigate further in town. Silas and Harryman are looking to sort of just shore up until evening. Does Oliver have a preference? shy.
I think he has to kind of think about it for a minute because he's no longer looking for someone now that he knows where they are, but he's also trying to keep in mind like other people are, and there's a ton of people here, and that's a huge. That'll remove a huge amount of stress on people. So while it might be difficult, I think he's in a similar boat as Gentry and Silas.
And you know what? I think Gentril offers. I do have, as Harry knows, and as I've tried to show Aurora, some talent in scouting. If you want, I could venture out, spy on some spots for you, come back with information. While you lot rest up here.
How long?
Harry's
So, like,
not
we
keen on
just-
sending him out by himself.
Out of curiosity on something,
Mhm.
we rested overnight, right?
Yes. You guys kept up a watch, but you did a cycle, and so you have watched this place over the evening.
So we're fairly well rested even now, too. Would it even be doable? Would it maybe be doable to, like, go scope out one place, come back, rest the rest of the day? Do we think?
Probably, yeah. You guys feel like you could do that? Here, why don't I activate
Just
the West
throwing out
map?
an idea for people if we want.
And so you
That's what I
guys
meant.
are in this area.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
the windmills
the-
are just behind us.
Yeah, we had the windmills, and what else was it again?
Was
There
it food?
is a storehouse. Or like a big like barn house. They said there might be one near the windmills, and then there's also like one down this way.
Gotcha. Thoughts, guys?
The windmills aren't too far away, so
Those are actually
Yeah.
really near, yeah.
Yep.
That
Alright.
would give
I'm in
us...
agreement with you. Yeah.
Okay. That kind of gives us a good middle ground. Allows us to at least check out one of the locations. We don't have to do anything crazy, but we can still come back, make sure we are rested, and go from there.
Okay, so you guys want to
Mhm.
head to the windmills. So I'm gonna
Yep.
jump back to this map just because I have your characters there. And now you guys are trying to move out of here, obviously without being seen. I'm gonna want some stealth checks.
I knew it.
Uh,
It's time. Stealth check time.
Gentry is gonna sneak out of there.
If anything, that's
Oh,
the one I
and,
should have gone expert in.
Make sure these are secret.
Ooh, good call.
So Zach, I'll let you keep yours.
appreciate.
It's blind. Yeah. I know
Yep.
we do this every time. Thank you.
Oh, that is so threatening to see.
All right. You guys start to move out. And
Oh, no.
I think maybe you're on like maybe you're moving out into like an alley or something. And Gentry, his old bones, sort of stumbles over the doorway. And as he tumbles forward, Aurora tries to catch him.
Oh no.
And the two of them sort of like crash into the alley. And a loud voice calls out, "Hey, who's there?" What do you guys do?
Quick, someone make raccoon noises.
Well,
Is
I'm
there
not
a
good at
way
perception
to
things,
like? Is there a way to like low crawl out anyways, or
If you guys
Hmm.
just want to like book it,
but,
yeah?
Any of us? I'm gonna guess not. Like, I was wondering if any of us had the ability to be like, small animal, run around, pretend that we're not. I don't know. Like,
So
Ask shape.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's
you can.
I will desperately attempt a bluff.
Okay, so the rest of the party hightails it out of there, while Harryman turns into a rabbit, just a full-on tiny rabbit.
Yep, basically same coloration, everything.
Yep.
Just a rabbit, and then I will hop out of the alleyway, maybe dart around a little bit, and then sort of dart back into the alleyway.
All right, the ogrekin sees you, and he sees you, he's like, buddy, and he pounces at you.
Bro, run!
There.
And so, I want you to give me.
Yes.
Oh boy. Let me see. I kind of want to say an acrobatics check.
Okay.
And notably in pest form, your acrobatics modifier is +10 unless your own modifier is higher.
Ooh.
Oh. So that will be higher. So then I just give myself a +4 for the
Sure.
modifier on this thing. 'Cause
That'll
it's
work.
a 6 normally.
Yeah, that'll work.
And then, is it private or blind GM roll?
This should be. You can do this public.
Okay.
Good luck. Hmm.
As a note, I believe you do have like 2 hero points because you earned one right as we were going off air last time.
Yeah, I'll spin one. It still only gave me a +6 instead of +10 on that roll. Though.
Yeah, we'll just add the other +4.
Okay.
What did?
Whoops, that was a straight D20.
All right, so that is a 19 total. So that is enough. The Urkin leaps forward, pounces forward, and maybe you weren't quite expecting him to do this, but with a sudden burst of motion, you explode away from him. He crashes heavily into the ground. He's, come back, Bunny! Just want to put you in a stew. And
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
and give me, following that, give me a stealth check to see if you can lose him. And this is also, you get a +10 in pest form.
Alright, so +4 to this roll.
16. Okay. You dart around and you throw yourself right around the corner, ducking in a doorway. And he comes around, looks, squints, these beady eyes. Oh, damn it! Kicks at the ground and wanders back to his post. You regroup with your friends who are not too far away, awaiting your return. The doll likely perking up at your approach as you grow back into your normal form.
I hate doing that.
I didn't know you could do that.
Thank you for saving us, Harry.
Yep, not a problem.
All
I
right,
guess
let's
we should,
Glad to see you at least made it back.
Oh yeah, daring escape. But we should move along.
All
Probably
right.
a safe bet.
all right.
The
So
windmills.
yeah, you guys move towards the windmills. Let's activate this scene again. So the windmills are set in about the center of town, and Weskerville is built on a gently sloping hill, putting the 3 windmills that tower over the rest of the buildings in town up on a bit of a rise. They're sort of on the apex of the hill, allowing them to better catch the wind. These windmills are massive. They process much of the grain and the food and other things of that nature in the area. And this is usually sort of the last stop before they get shipped to more, or to less agrarian societies and stuff. And so these windmills, there are 3 as I've mentioned, and are approximately, you would hazard a guess, about 40 feet in diameter as you approach. They have strong stone bases of laid stone
Fair.
with plaster higher up and great turning blades. Now, adorning these blades, these days, not usually, you see
Oh,
corpses
dear.
hanging from them.
Why?
And you also notice, despite the lack of wind, these windmills turn continuously at a steady pace.
So
Do we
something's
know
probably
these-
manually-
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we knew if these windmills had a manual function.
Yeah, they can be turned. Yeah, there's obviously, like, they got the wheel set up in there. And I would say that Harry knows this, having been a native of the area. Like, specifically this town. You would know that they can be operated internally.
Okay. And so they are being manned,
Mhm.
but from what we've seen in the fields, they could be manned by zombies.
Also true.
Yes. I fear it might be people though. This Ruth, she's ruthless.
I should take away a hero point for that.
I know. I know.
But no, there's a constant motion to these windmills. And occasionally you'll see workers, led by ogrekin or an ogre, come in from the fields, bearing either grain or some other produce. And a thug of some nature will come and either get them to carry stuff into the mill, or direct their load, if it's produce that doesn't need to be milled and stuff, over to a large barn where they seem to be storing the food.
Does it look like the barn is guarded?
Yes, yeah. You notice that there are a pair of knoll guards on the barn. I would also
Okay.
like, as you guys notice this, can you guys give me some perception checks and make these secret?
I can make
Perception
these.
it is.
Secret blind GM perception.
There we go.
I would like
Here they come. Oh boy.
blind. Oh boy.
Okay. So Silas is the only one who notices that many of these the thugs around here, they are all, even a couple of the ogres, are wearing the sigil of the butcher boys. That the butcher's cleaver biting into a skull. These gnolls notably do not have that same symbol. Instead, they are wearing a symbol that resembles a skull, the forward-facing skull, missing its lower jaw, that grows. Sorry, trying to figure out the best way to word this. It's the top of the skull is just a riot of spikes that vaguely resemble a crown.
Okay.
Ah.
And Silas,
interesting
you are
symbol.
the only one that notices this. Do you share it?
I think I'll.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I would share that. I would probably just reach over to Oliver, since he tends to have decent perception, and then start spreading it around from there.
Okay.
Since we're surveying the scene, we were told that Ruth stays here. Do we see her?
Well, how much time do you think you guys spend here?
Uh,
Is there like a spot to hide, like a rooftop, or
There are buildings. The closest ones are probably like either, I mean, at least closest and safest are probably like right around here for you guys. Right at the corner of this block. Now, I mean, these are closer, but that is a much more dangerous place for you guys to get to.
to like traverse? Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down to hide, but I'm not a rogue, so
You guys are
Yeah,
far
we don't
enough
wanna be
away
here.
that I don't think it's not like a huge issue. Like nobody's actively looking for you guys or anything.
We're still relatively
Sounds good.
unknown.
Yeah.
that works. Now, if I have dark vision, does that also mean I have good vision? Like
Not
in the daytime?
necessarily.
Okay.
Oh, you can see fine in the daytime though. There's no like penalties or anything of that nature.
Yeah. But am I like farsighted? Like, or
No.
farsighted?
No.
Oh.
There's no benefit beyond seeing in the dark. So how long do you, like I said, how long do you guys think you spend here?
I would say at least a couple minutes.
A couple minutes?
Yeah. Somebody has binoculars, right? I thought we picked up some of those.
Yes,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah. We have a little periscope that we can use.
Yeah, let's leverage our tools here.
Yeah, I did figure that's how you guys could make out the emblems
That's fair.
on these guys across the way.
Silas's vision is just that amazing.
It's a sharp-eyed lizard.
Sharp-eared rabbit, sharp-eyed lizard.
Indeed.
I could see in the dark. Like, I don't know.
There you go.
Dark-eyed orc.
Yeah, if you guys spend only a few moments here, you don't see Ruth emerge in that time. There are other there are other butcher boys in the area, who direct like people coming in from the fields and stuff. But no Ruth makes herself apparent.
All right.
I mean, if we were to just like spend, let's say, like 10 minutes just watching and observing, would anything kind of stick out to us? Like, does it really seem like almost nothing happens for like 10 straight minutes, or is there an obvious like stream of people moving? Like, what do we have?
I mean, it is still like rather early in the morning, so there's not a lot of carts coming in. It just seems like stuff that might have been
Leftover maybe from the day prior.
yeah, left over to be brought in from the night before, mostly.
But stuff gets brought here.
Yes.
Very specifically, that does make sense.
That makes sense. Did we want to spend more than 10 minutes?
I mean, we can.
Where else are we going
I mean-
after this?
Realistically, if we're going off of quote unquote 8 hours of sleep, right? 24 hours in a day, we could spend like upwards of 8 hours doing something, go back like and be back within that 8 hours. Spend 8 hours of rest, and then still be prepared for us to go, or like whenever it was that they do their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell you guys, it is about 7:28 at this point, between like the time it took to travel here and stuff, and doing just the first 10 minutes of your spying.
Yeah, that
How
makes sense.
long ago was it that they removed people from the manor?
People
was
were
like
moved
at
from
5
the
a.m.
manor at around, like 5, 6 a.m.
Okay.
You guys want to wait here for another hour, or?
I was thinking an hour or two. So not a whole 8, but like
No, nothing like. I'm not
Hour.
saying like that, but like an hour. I think we have a few hours to work with. Is what I'm.
All right. If you guys are
Yep.
spending an hour there, give me another perception check. Make it
All right.
secret again.
Occasionally using the spyglass.
Okay. Okay, and one more. Let's see it.
Wait, I'm coming. Coming. I already knew it was me on this. Once again, character sheet.
Okay. Okay, everybody has their roll in. And so this time, it is Harry and Silas, the two people with a litter of first and last names, that spy an sort of altercation beginning to brew between an ogre and one of the human butcher boys. It appears that the ogre, in his hunger, has taken some of the produce from a cart that he brought in, and that has sparked some sort of dispute between him and this human that has been directing people to deliver stuff to the barn. As this argument, as this row grows a little bit louder, and maybe you point to your friends and they start to notice it as well. One of the doors, the door on this windmill bangs open. The voices fall silent as a figure somewhere between the immensity of the ogre and the more familiar size of a human marches out. A giant limb hangs from one side, melding with his shoulder into her face, the hideous mass of flesh largely obscured by the shadows of her red hood. Clutched in this oversized limb is an equally oversized meat cleaver that looks as though it was built for a giant. Bleary eyes dart about before settling on the arguing pair, who she swiftly marches over towards. A new argument begins, and the ogre gives more half-hearted protest, but nevertheless maintains whatever position he held. Eventually, the red-hooded figure grabs up and curls not the giant limb, but a more human-sized limb in the sort of flabby flesh of the ogre, gripping with a terrible strength, and drags the ogre down to her level, smashing their skulls together with an almost sickening crunch. This towering ogre drops to the ground, and before it can get up, she places the blade that she is wielding against its neck, barks an order, and leaves a line of blood in his flesh before she storms back to her windmill. The figure in question is a familiar one to you. For if you open the album of adversaries in your journal, it is the one that you know as the Butcher.
That's a big lady.
There's a cleaver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So she is here. All right.
Attack!
Yeah. Seize the opportunity.
Quick, go!
Well,
I've
Well-
seen enough information.
While she's out there with the ogre and the human and the two Knoll guards standing outside, Gentry quickly releases 2 shots. That was a
One
go
at a
signal,
time.
rat!
Oh no.
Mhm.
We are level 2.
she likes to stay in this windmill.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've learned.
We
also
never
learned she
saw
can-
Ruth at the manor, right?
You did.
I thought we did.
We did.
Um,
Okay.
Silas
correct.
crit her with a ray of frost.
No. I mean, the night that they were, like, as they were like transferring people.
what we
Oh,
spied
that's
on
good.
last night.
The previous night. No.
Okay, that's what I meant.
The last time I think any of you have ever seen her was when she came through the manor doors.
When we were trying to
Defend
build
out.
it as a fortress, it just got
Mhm.
knocked down. I have a sense we may be trying this exercise again. Okay, that was
Alright,
good
well.
information. I'm now more terrified. Who has besides Gentry? Who has ranged attacks? Because that's,
I mean,
and we could discuss
technically,
this elsewhere. But like,
I can technically do ranged attacks.
You've
I
seen
get
what
the
I
sense,
do.
Any of the casters have ranged options.
because I get the sense, I don't know if she's a person who likes to or is good to tussle with up front.
I mean, probably not, since she just manhandled that ogre.
You don't think I would stand a chance? He says, standing as tall as he can.
Oh.
No, in a
If
very
you don't
clearly
think-
joking manner.
If you don't sit down,
Just
Oliver.
steps on you Godzilla style.
Yeah.
You know, it
I
is worth
think I come up to like her knee. Like, come on.
it is worth noting that she is a medium creature.
Okay.
But,
She's just a
Noted.
very tall one.
she's a very tall one.
So am I.
She's probably at the borderline, maybe between the shortest large and the largest medium.
Got you.
But her weapon is decidedly large.
And that arm is also decidedly large as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you know
Alright,
what?
well-
While you guys are ruminating on stuff, I'm gonna roll a little something for Gentry real quick.
But we found out some more stuff. I guess we can try to scope out that storage barn if you guys want to. But we could also try to head back.
the storage barn, we would have to go a detour route, I'm assuming. Because if we cut across the windmills, that wouldn't
Yeah,
work.
you would have to go around.
Just charge straight through.
If it
Remember, guys, the key is to act like you belong.
if it weren't already obvious, your butcher there is she's one of them ogre kin.
Definitely,
That's good information.
Not a
fair.
full ogre.
No, don't got the size for it. It's got the malformations common among them.
Mm.
He sort of shakes his head. It's horrible things. Ogres are nasty sorts. Ain't many unions that leads to an ogrekin that are done mutually.
Fair enough.
I don't think I don't want this to count as a question because I know we usually get to ask one question to Gentry. But I just want to say, like, generally throwing this out there, is it potential that Roos was maybe experimented on or something, and that's what has caused some mutations here and some intense desire to rage? Throwing it out as a retort.
I ain't got the know-how to tell you if there's anything scientific going on there. It's most ogrekin, like I said, they got some sort of malformation. It's ogres themselves are so inbred. Its family tree looks more like a trunk.
Huh.
And the times I do try to spread it, honestly, it seems to lead to more corruptions of the form than otherwise. Bizarre creatures.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Well,
So what's the group vote? y'all want to check out the barn, or do you guys want to head back?
Do we
I'll
safely
frontal
feel if we
assault.
just
Full frontal, yeah.
do we safely feel that we would have enough time to get to the barn, stay there for at least a little bit to check things out as needed, and make our way back with still enough time to rest and whatnot there, BB?
Depends how safely you guys want to move. Because if you guys want to go like along sort of like this outside route here, like along this way, I can't turn.
Isn't it space?
I tried space and it was not working. You know what? Let me try the measuring tool. Maybe that'll. Oops, that's
We will plant the bomb here.
yeah. Oh, it's
I
forming a
feel like
line.
we're gonna win.
Space isn't working either. Okay.
We get what you're saying.
Oh, I got it.
I'm not sure why it wasn't working for me. Oh, it wasn't on that's cone.
Figured out if you do the person and the measure distance,
Yeah, that's what I was
start
on.
clicking to drag. If you hold control and let go, you can click while holding control.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you come out around that way.
Basically, just never
Gotcha.
let go of control.
Okay. Yeah, so if you come around that way, it'll take you longer, but there will be less of a risk to you guys. If you want to go the shorter route, which is a little bit more in front of them here, it'll be a quicker journey, but I will require stealth checks.
Against Ruth the Butcher.
Potentially.
Maybe.
Do we feel there's any reason to risk it yet?
I mean, other than just see what's in there. I don't know. I guess not.
Yeah, like the bear that went over the mountain to see what you can see.
Like
Um,
we figured out some good detail about where Ruth is, and I think that's already huge in itself.
Like her arm.
I wouldn't be opposed if we made I wouldn't be opposed if we made our way back.
Were we trying to pull anything from the storehouse, like weapons or anything like that? I don't.
think so.
It mostly just seems to be food inside there.
I think our goal was just to scout.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you guys want to return to where you were to keep an eye on the manor.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds good. Now with that being the case, is there anything else you guys want to get up to today? And actually, I also wanted to ask, do you guys have food?
Oh.
Let's see.
I have some, I think, in our pockets from when we were at the map shop.
I've got a week of rations.
Nada.
They-
Nothing. Lizard's got nothing.
Lizard's got nothing. Is it group for foraging? Forage?
So, plot twist, by
Uh-huh.
the way,
Yeah.
for people.
What's up? What you got?
I also have forager.
Oh
Apparently,
boy.
from my background. So
Yeah.
we all three of us want to try and do some foraging. Man, we'll be set.
So yes, we have food.
All right. Well, if you guys don't want to use rations, I am going to need a roll to subsist. And now here's the issue. Because forager lets you subsist in the wild. You guys are in, as rural as it is, are in a town.
Okay.
Which
A
means
wild
to
town.
subsist, you are going to be, I would probably say, using society for this.
Even though there's no society anymore.
I mean, it's
Ha.
knowing like where the food would be.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Would
Is
you
this blind
allow
Gene?
subsisting to allow? So, can you help subsist for others? Like, how can we use Forager in any way to help, or are we basically just trying to use society to subsist for like one meal for or like one person's meals for the day? Like, what are we looking at?
You know what? I'll say, subsist will, if anybody that successfully subsists with Forager, using a society check, will get food for themselves and one other person.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is
uh,
this
Gentry.
subsistent action?
Nope, it's just sort of a general thing that you do. It takes some
Okay.
time. But
Okay. Do I
We
double
can
click
kind
on
of do it
Forager?
just throughout. I think, yeah.
do you what, Thread?
Do I double click on Forager
No.
and use
You
that?
roll a
Okay.
society check.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do that for us. Oh.
Just public or?
Yeah. It doesn't need to be secret. You know if you get food or not.
Fair enough.
Hmm. Okay. Gentry is able to feed himself. Aurora can feed herself and one other person.
Okay.
And
Silas, would you care to join or no?
I don't
This is-
have society.
And Harryman, do you want to try scrounging up some food for yourself?
I mean, I don't have society either, but
I can try.
would you allow
I
me
don't
to have tried in the first
Forager.
place?
Let me see. Let me double check. Yeah. You guys can try. It's just, if you critical failure, you attract trouble. Eat something you shouldn't, or otherwise worsen your situation.
Oh, it was almost on the 16th.
All right, Harryman, you find something for yourself.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's 4 meals. Like I said, I have a week of rations, so I'll just abstain off of the one, and we should be good.
I'm waiting for Silas's check.
Silas, I think, has no society.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Aurora,
Okay.
you scrounge up enough food for 2 people, so you can share with him. All right. So you
Okay.
guys have your food, and you settle back down. And is there anything else you guys want to do, or should we just bring on the night, as they say?
I'm fine with fast forwarding.
we can't see anybody in our adventures. Have I found my brother yet? No.
I think that's what we're hoping is we're going to find some of the key individuals we've been looking for here. Which is
Okay.
part of the reason we're wanting to do this as well.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going
Alright.
to fast forward us. And the day passes without incident. It is about nearing 1900 when they begin coming back from the fields. And in this rush of people, the Ogrekin pair are relieved. They are sent on their merry way, and replacing them are a pair of Kolo, or gnolls, as we may more commonly know them. Just to give you guys some artwork so you know what you're looking at here. These are hyena humanoids. These ones you notice.
Yeah.
And what differs, at least from this picture, they are wearing a lot of leathers, and a lot of their weapons appear to be designed, at least like the parts that can be, out of bone.
I'm assuming they're not undead.
They don't appear to be.
Yeah.
So they take up shift, and after another maybe half an hour, it is probably a little bit, maybe 1900. Everything seems to have settled down. Now, how much later do you guys want to let it get?
Well, I figured, didn't we say we only wanted to wait a few minutes for everyone else to leave?
You want
Yeah.
everything to like die down, and then we give it. I mean, my brain just says 10 minutes, just because I'm like that gives it enough room for them to fully be gone, no questions. That way, no one who's lagging behind hears things and can summon the whole group back.
All right. So another 10 minutes.
That's kind of what my thought was.
As their shift begins, you see one of the Knoll Hunters. They brought a wheelbarrow full of parts. And actually, you know what? Specifically, Oliver, with your keen hearing, I would like a blind perception check.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry about it.
+2.
Goodness.
Yep.
That, by the way.
Nothing for you to worry about.
Usually.
But you do see one of the gnolls. They appear to be talking, maybe laughing to each other, and one of them is taking food back.
I vote we strike while they're separated.
All right, let's go.
Which one are you
Okay.
going for? The one going towards the freaky thing in the back, or
How about the one at the front door?
sounds good to me.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna say like this. Here, I'll try to draw this right here is your your
Half.
staging area.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So you guys can set yourselves up however you'd like, and once you are,
Oh.
we are going to roll for initiative.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, I don't want to move. I want to be close to people. And
Gentry will
I'll even-
take up a sort of back of the line position.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So nobody should be past Oliver. Is everybody good where they are then?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna zoom out so I
I
can.
almost had to ask for a second. I was like, wait, who's Abigail? I was like, oh, wait, no, that's right.
That is
Who's
the doll.
Abigail?
Yeah. I forgot that was their name. So I was like,
All right. Well, let's go ahead and kick on the combat music.
Yay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, funky.
Circumstance. All right, here goes.
Ooh. One of my gnolls got a natural 1 on initiative.
Oh,
I guess that's fitting.
Okay, I didn't roll the greatest.
but one got 26.
One rolled very well.
Oh boy. I hope it's the one in D back.
Oh, and Gentry needs to roll. Okay.
I hope the one that goes first is the one in the back because he doesn't know anything's happening yet.
Begin
Please.
encounter. So it is indeed the gnoll in back that is going first.
Hey, here's hoping that
Stay
means
back
good.
there.
So he's gonna
Keep Fluffy back there.
one action to move. He's gonna get
So
up
really-
next,
Taking his time.
get up next to the wall, and he's gonna use his last action to toss food over to Fluffy.
Alright.
It is then Gentry's turn. Gentry looks to you. You want me to hold my shot? You want me to fire now?
Mm,
I don't think any of us can see yet.
Quickly. There's only 6 seconds.
I would shoot. I
Yeah.
would shoot. Shoot.
All right. And he is going to hunt prey against the knoll on the porch. And so when he does that, he gets the benefits of his Outwit Hunter's Edge, as well as his Monster Hunter feat. And so for a Colo, it is a society check. Let me just double check. I believe that is a +1 at this level. Oh no, it's a +2. Very nice. Alright, so we'll attempt a society check. Oops. He has absolutely no information about Colo to offer you. About Knowles.
What about that
Wonky.
perception though?
So, instead, he will take 2 quick shots. Yep, Knowles in range. Oh, he would have his short bow already drawn in this case. And shot number 1. Well, that is going to hit because the Knoll is off guard. So, this first arrow strikes forward, plunging into the Knoll's shoulder for 6 damage. The Knoll gives a yelp of pain, and as it does so, you notice the one in the bag, its ears perk up.
Yeah.
Gentry fires another shot. This one misses. For certain final action, Gentry is going to move into the cover of this tree. Alright, good luck, guys.
Good luck.
I've done my part.
Oh,
Aurora,
you did. Thank you.
it is your turn.
All right. Gonna match Gentry's energy here. I'm gonna throw a javelin first.
Well, okay, now let's
Am
make
I
sure
not
you want to
close
do this. That enemy is 15 feet away.
Oh,
Javelins have a range of, I believe, 30 feet.
30.
So you can
Okay.
attack him, but your attack will take a -2 because of the distance.
Okay. So can I move and throw?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Do I have to hit shift?
I think it's spacebar when you're
Okay.
doing it like that. At least that's how it has been for me.
Okay, let me switch fingers. Oh no.
Spacebar not working?
Because I have a touchpad, not a mouse.
Oh no.
So let's do this,
Okay.
and then.
Yeah, break it up if you have to. That's fine.
Yeah, and then here.
So you want to make sure you get within 30 feet of it. So yeah, you can
Okay.
go up there.
Um.
That's a little bit too, yeah. That'll get you there.
Okay. Was that 1 or 2 movements?
That is one action.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. All right, then. Second action will be the javelin
So
here.
Aurora comes running up like an Olympian and looses a javelin from her hand. Make sure you're targeting the knoll, the Colo, and go ahead and roll your
Target.
attack.
Okay. Target. All right, and then cheat.
So you should just be attack number 1 with the javelin. Oh, there we go. That unfortunately is a
Oh.
miss. Maybe it has been thrown off a little bit, or maybe the running messed you up just a tiny bit. But as you loose this javelin, it goes wide, and instead thunks into like the door back here.
Okay.
You have one action remaining. What would you like
I'm gonna
to do?
throw another. I'm gonna
Well-
throw an.
you would have to draw another javelin.
Yeah.
And the Knoll's going to get a chance
Actually-
to act before then.
Yeah. I'm gonna put up my shield as my last one.
Okay. Alright. Weaponless, Aurora now readies her shield as the Knoll
Yeah.
begins to realize it is under attack. Silas.
Did I raise it?
Okay, let's see here. Now, just for my clarification, this looks like it's like a window that we can have a little bit of light seeping out of. Is that right?
That is mostly because I haven't reset all the light boundaries in this map.
No, that's
Um,
fine. Yeah.
Everything is like boarded up. There is like maybe
Okay,
a
cool.
little bit of light streaming from like inside, but not a lot. It does seem like it's kind of dark in there.
Sounds good. Okay, so then let's see here. How about let's do this. I'm trying to angle this out. I am just going to follow the shots being made by allies,
Mhm.
And I'm going to cast out, since I know
Fireball.
our melee combatants will need this. Light.
Okay. Where would you like to put your light?
I am going to set that just right here, since it's a floating orb.
Can I do that? It doesn't look like I can. It looks like I need to make an object for it.
Gross. What's the point, Foundry? What is the point? You updated to the remaster and you didn't give it an automatic? Fine.
Yeah, because when I click the light effect, you attach an orb of light to a willing creature, causing it to float near that creature as it moves.
Oh. So I guess you gotta pick one of us.
Well, no, because
because it also says you can create an orb of light. Yeah,
that just sheds. Yeah,
but it
so
will
it
not
should
let
have
us
come with the ability to just
do
make
that.
an orb.
Now, what I can actually just
Bastard.
do, lighting controls. Let's see, what it's a 20-foot radius.
Yep.
Here,
Yeah, it should be 20 and 20.
that's.
Mhm.
You know what? I can't actually see the lines, so I think that's 20. Maybe I'm accidentally giving you a little bit more than you guys deserve. But does that do anything for you guys? Did that change anything on the map?
Yeah. I could see the Knoll and Aurora.
It lit up that area.
Okay, perfect. Glad I could figure that out. All right.
It's lit.
One action remains for Silas. And she's like, "This
think
tree's
after
really
that-
nice. You want to come hide in it?"
I'll just cast. I can only see technically Aurora now in the dim light, so I'll go ahead and cast guidance on her as well.
Okay. I'm just gonna slap those on Aurora. So now,
Yeah.
Fred, remember, you have a +1 that you can apply to your choice of your next attack roll, saving throw, or skill check, or perception check.
Okay. Got you.
You just have to decide when you're using it before you make the roll.
Okay.
All right. Oliver.
What?
Alrighty. Well, as far as I can tell, big ol' Knoll friend of ours is fully in the light. That's the measuring tool. So I am just gonna go ahead with this one. Try and use that to my advantage as Oliver comes dashing in.
Yeah, just full tilt, it looks like.
Yeah, that should work. Meow.
All right.
And then we'll just make a flurry of blows.
You dart
in the
around
rear.
this thing almost like too fast for it to keep track of it. Whirls trying to face you as your punches strike out. All right, let me see attack
Doink.
number 1.
Oh, I didn't target.
Ooh, I'll tell you right off the bat, you don't need to target. That is a miss.
I like these. I like spending candy.
All right, sounds like we're
How about-
spending a hero point, and that has gone from a miss to a hit.
Let's go. And then I am now targeting, so I apologize for that. Second one.
All good. All right, you got your agile, so it's a little bit of less of a penalty on this one. Let's see if you can land that blow. You cannot.
Shame.
For shame.
Unfortunate.
All right, so one hit though, so you get the damage from that.
Bah.
So you run around, punch it maybe in the back of the knee, deal 5 points of damage to it. Or it takes a blow. That is all 3 of your actions, because it looked like you double move there, which means
Unfortunately, yeah.
we are to Harry.
All right. Since this thing is still alive, it's gonna draw the attention of the other one, so I am going to scoot behind this bush to kind of hide,
Okay.
and I would like to ready an action that for when this other gnoll comes running in to help its friend, I'm gonna pop it in the face with a TK projectile.
Now, the unfortunate thing with ready is it takes 2 actions to do, but you can only ready in 1 action activity.
Okay. Then I would like it to be for Abigail to just rush him.
Okay, so like move in front of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Or
all right.
behind it, whichever's easier for her.
Sounds good. All right, it is the other Gnoll's hunter. And indeed, as its turn begins, it gives a yipping sort of bark that vaguely sounds like a cackle. For its first action, it draws the battle axe it had hanging at his side. And it turns on the rabbit that just punched it in the back of the knee. So
Hello?
it brings its axe to bear, slicing down at you. Misses with a 15. It whistles by your ears, carving slightly into the door behind you. Snarls, pulling its axe back before lunging at you with a jaws strike. Slavering maw of this gnoll closes towards you. Pearly fangs, actually probably yellowed fangs, honestly. Coming and missing.
Woo!
Missing wildly.
Oh, wow. It rolled that for you. That's so cool, actually.
Yep, it lunges at you. And unarmed. Okay, so the crit I drew is called Great Roar. Until healed, you are deafened. So what I like to imagine, it lunges at Oliver and overextends itself. And Oliver, being the quick martial master that he is, pops it in the ear.
Sorry.
So its ears are ringing as it is deafened until healed.
Gives it that good old Hulk slap.
Yep. However, its cries have not gone unnoticed. And so the Gnoll Hunter, back by the fence, reaches over, and calls out, "Come on, Fluffy!" Actually, that's probably another voice. "Come on, Fluffy! We got more
I
food for
knew
you!"
it. Oh, no, I knew it.
He's going to spend 1 action to do that. 1 action. Actually, you know what? That's probably not an action to get Fluffy riled up. So, 2 actions stride. He will make a 3rd and final stride just coming down this way. And so, Zach, that would trigger your reaction.
And I
If you wanna-
believe she has 25 feet. So that should get her right behind him.
Okay. Alright. It is Gentry's turn. I think Gentry is going to try to focus on this gnoll here that's already hurting. And so the first thing Gentry is going to try to do is he's actually going to try to take cover and hide behind this tree. So he uses the take cover action. He follows that up with a stealth check to hide. Beating the Knoll Hunter's Perception DC, and then takes 2 quick shots with his short bow against the flat-footed off-guard AC of the Knoll. So, shot number 1. 13 misses, even with the off-guard. Shot number 2 manages to find its mark. So he leans out from behind the tree, looses an arrow. First one goes wide, second one bites into the Knoll's other shoulder, dealing 4 points of damage. Then, before Aurora's turn begins, let's see. Okay.
The beast.
Zach,
Yeah.
you see an enormous paw with hooked claws swing itself over the wall as something begins pulling itself over it. But that is all you see for the time being.
Does it actually look fluffy?
It's hard to make out in this, especially since it is dark out.
Okay.
Aurora,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
I have a question. Why did my shield go away?
Because at the start of your turn, if you had your shield raised, you drop it unless you spend the raise
Okay.
action shield again. And I set up
Okay.
automation where it automatically removes expired effects.
Got you. Thank you. All right. I am going to. I'm going to throw another javelin.
Okay,
And
so
I'm
it's
gonna raise
one
shield.
action. It's one action to draw a
To
javelin.
draw.
Yep.
And one to throw it. Yep.
Okay. So make sure
Only
you're targeting.
because. Yep. The correct one. Working through that.
Reminder that you have guidance.
Yes, and I meant to say I would like to add guidance to my javelin
Okay.
attack.
All right. Let's see it.
How do I add it?
We'll just add it in post.
No, when you go to roll,
Mhm.
it should
yeah,
provide you the
it's-
option to like select it and use it.
Okay. Nope. I have to reopen. Okay. Well, targeting, or did my target go away?
It looks like you're still targeting.
Okay, there we go. Then have to reopen sheet. All right, and then strike. And then there's an option.
Yep. So you just add. There should be an option to add just a little +1, and I mean if you can't find it, just roll and we'll just add the
Oh.
+1.
Okay, it's
Very
on.
easy.
I added
Okay, it's
it.
on. Excellent.
Come on.
All right, a 19 finds its mark. So go
Yay.
ahead and roll some damage. So click, yep, there we go. Oof, 10 points of
Oh,
damage. All right, this knoll is starting to look like a pincushion with 2 arrows and now a javelin lodged inside of it.
And then I need to raise my shield, and that should be all my action.
All right, which brings us back around to Silas.
Okay. I am going to probably move towards that light source I made. I'll get to here.
It's a nice tree, right?
Get on. Yep. Take my shelter in here as best I can. And then that is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think he is just out of my reach for any of my spells.
no.
So it's all good. I'm going to just hunker down right here, and I'm going to pat Gentry on the shoulder and be like, yep, it is a nice tree. And you've got a nice vantage point. Have some guidance.
Well, thank you kindly.
And then that'll be my turn, actually.
Okay.
Because Oliver's also out of range, so I'm good.
All right, Oliver. This knoll before you is mortal. One good hit could bring him low.
All All right. Well, then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and enter Tiger Stance.
Okay. The prey becomes predator.
And then, well, no reason to risk missing, because it's not like anything else is within my range to get to and hit it. That's his turn anyway, so I'm just gonna make a flurry of blows on this guy.
All right. Let's see what you got.
Strike number 1.
Strike number uno. Number eins.
Strike number 2.
Yeah, strike number 1's a miss. Man, both the exact same roll. Both are misses.
Huh.
Decaf, if you are not in the Twitch chat, Melkor says that your lizard man is a support after their own heart.
It is my favorite type to play.
All right.
That's
Third and final action. Do you want to gamble?
fortunate.
You want to gamble on the -8 because this is agile?
I'd have a +1. I'd have to roll bare minimum of 17 just to get better.
You could do it. Kick Wolfman in the nards.
I mean, I can. I was otherwise thinking of just raising my buckler. Which
You do
would be
have your
too
buckler.
crazy, so-
Yeah. But that's what you want to do, man. I'd say go for it. While it did miss you, it's these things had you saw some power behind those swipes they put out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll raise it. Why not? I'll play the smart game
All right,
as much as I can.
Harry, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see, I forget which one of these.
So
I will give her
Yeah.
Reinforce Eidolon.
okay, so you want to make her tanky to begin with. You don't want to don't want to go on the
Yes.
attack just yet. Gotcha.
And then with her, I will have her just start attempting to pummel into this guy.
Okay. So now, did you want to do an act together and boost Eidolon and have her strike at the same time, or was there a different way you wanted to act together?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay.
So I buff her up while she tries to punch him.
Yep. That is a hit.
All right.
Go ahead and roll for damage. Oof. Minimum damage.
Yeah.
She strikes out with her bladed claws.
And then, as she's punching him in the back of the head, I would like to try to bury a marble in his ribs.
Okay. Now keep in mind this will be attack number 2 for you, because you and her share an attack.
Yep.
So take map -5. Man, even with that map -5, you land that hit. Harry draws a marble and, with a practice aim, flicks
Wow.
it straight into the dome of this knoll.
And I believe that is all of our actions.
Yeah, and that knoll is bloodied. So the one knoll is mortal, the other is bloodied.
Wow.
The deft mortal knoll, just shaking his head, snarling. Your mate is going to swipe at this rabbit that he fully intends on making a stew of. So we'll do
So you
the
did not?
battle axe. 21
Mother trugger.
catches you exactly for 12 points of slashing damage.
Yikes.
Then he glances over to his side and catches sight of his ally. And he is actually going to go thunk, thunk, thunk. He runs across this wooden porch and vaults over the railing for one action. For his second action, he's going to keep moving. Let's get him right next to his companion. This Southern
Do
Knoll
gnolls
looks
have tag tactics?
maybe. Southern Knoll looks in confusion at all of you, but more importantly, the giant life-size doll that just attacked it. For one action, it draws its battle axe, and it is going to swipe at this figurine. And land a blow for,
Indeed.
oof, only 5 points of damage.
All right.
So fortunately, you do have some resistance there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I would undo that, select Abigail, and try to use her to take the damage. Let me see if that works. Because I try to set up some automation stuff. She takes no damage. Okay.
Hey, look at that. That's cool as heck.
It shouldn't be blocking that much damage.
Yeah. It
Right.
also says she has no hit points. But...
Yeah, okay. So never mind. You're just going to have to
that's
take the
true.
damage, and you're going to have to adjust how much you don't take from the resistance that she has.
half, so I guess just -1, so 4 damage.
Yep. Okay. Ooh. I think for its third and final action, the gnoll is going to step back, trying to make sure it can't just suddenly get flanked, and then sort of go into like a sort of back-to-back with its companion, holding its axe up and eyeing all of you. It is Gentry's turn. Now, Gentry, unfortunately, his target is now sort of blocked. So what Gentry is going to do is he's actually going to switch targets. He's going to hunt prey against that gnoll. And he is going to fire off 2 quick shots with his hunted shot. The first one misses. The second one is also a miss. Oof. Just like, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Wasted your kindness on me. It's probably the fact that they're actually in the dark, and I've been forgetting to have you guys roll concealment.
It's all good. I plan on moving my light to shine on them next turn.
Excellent, excellent. Before we
You're
do,
doing
I think
great.
I'm gonna go grab Aurora's javelin so we don't forget about it. He's
I
gonna
like
go-
this plan.
He's gonna go do that.
I think there's 2 over there, so.
Now the only person that sees this is honestly Abigail, and maybe you see the silhouette in the case of Harry. But a large shape heavily drops to the ground as it drags itself over the wall. Let me check its speed here. And then it begins moving. Okay. It is a creature that is low to the ground, seems to be ambling forth on 4 legs, but has a very sort of asymmetrical look to it. It seems like misshapen, and almost like it has a bit of a limp to it. Aurora, it is your turn.
So from what I'm hearing, Fluffy is emerging.
Eggs on the way.
With Fluffy's gangsta lean. So great.
Hit that cripple.
What to do? Oh, all right. Aurora's gonna raise her hammer
So you draw your hammer
or draw it.
because
Yes.
you've had your shield and your javelins this entire time so
Exactly.
far.
Yes. Sorry, I meant draw.
All good, all good.
Okay. Let's see, where's Warhammer? I want to do this.
All right.
So
So,
I drew it. It's drawn, and then
realizing
I'm
it
gonna
is
walk.
Time for melee. Aurora draws her warhammer.
Yeah, she can't hide in the bushes anymore. It's fine. Why did I target myself?
I
Okay.
don't know.
Untarget.
All right.
Oh,
So remember,
oh.
make sure you got the select thing. And you honestly
Mhm.
shouldn't really need to switch between the select and the target, because you can always just hover your mouse over something you want to target and hit T.
That would be easier. So much easier. T.
Yep,
There
there
you
you
go.
go. Nailed it.
That's
If you're
so much
able-
easier.
Do you have the movement speed to try and get like slightly further to the right of them?
I.
By chance?
Ooh, how much? How much did I move?
Well, you can try to see to move your character, and if it's a different color from initially, you do not have the movement, because it keeps track of how much you've moved so far in your turn. Yeah, you
Oh.
have 10 more feet you can move.
Yeah, so if you want to get to
So
there-
you want me to go there? Okay.
yeah, because I want to see if I can't try and get a flank with you.
Whoops. Too
Oh,
far.
I didn't. Control Z. Is there a
There we
Control
go.
Z?
I got
There
you.
you
Is there a
All right.
Control Z, Sam? Though.
Right. So you dart into the darkness, stepping around to the side
Yes.
of this knoll. And
And then
I don't think you
gotta-
got quite an eye on Fluffy yet.
It's okay. I'm accepting. I'm accepting it all. Rolling. Even though I know the guy.
All right, that
Dang
is
it.
a
Oh.
hit.
Yes. Okay.
So you step around this knoll, the healthier of the two knolls, and you bring your hammer down. Go ahead and roll for damage.
something. Let's roll for some damage.
Oh,
No!
Minimum damage. The knoll sort of stumbles back at the blow, but remains standing and snarls at you. Ooh, I would say he's mortal, but you guys need a good roll to bring him down. Unfortunately, that
Also,
is
he's
all
mad.
of Aurora's actions.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Draw, stride, strike. Silas.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to move into my own clearing of light that I have produced, along with Gentry here. But I think I'm just gonna go. No, that's right. I want to get right next to him. Go to here. I am then going
Hello.
to cast guidance on Oliver
Okay.
and say, "Go get him." And I'm going to then sustain my light spell to move it to be on top of the knolls.
All right. Let me switch to the lighting controls, because look, I can just go ahead and move it.
Love that.
And she's like, I can't find the javelin. All right, step carefully now. It's got a point bit at the end that you don't want to tread on. Oliver.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, would I be able to? I think I'm just gonna move. So
Okay.
start charging my way in, like so.
All right. So imagine, do you think Oliver bounds over the railing of around the porch, or since some of it's broken out and he's probably short enough, does he dart beneath it?
I feel like it's probably more underneath,
Okay.
like a minor slide as he just kind of slides
There's
through down
A
to the ground.
blur of fur and fury darts beneath the railing of the fence and approaches the other side of this knoll, who's just looking bewildered at what's going on. Who are you people?
All right. And I'm just gonna go for the usual, I think.
The
Wonder if should
Oliver
I
du jour?
should I try and flurry of blows one to each of them?
Ooh, that's. Well, I mean, you can choose after each one, can't you? Oh, but you only roll damage after both usually.
Yeah.
I don't know,
'Cause they
man. That's
combine.
if you get a good roll, you can take each of them down.
I'm gonna try it.
They're both, I would say, mortal.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna put this first one
On the one you're not flanking,
against.
or on the one you are flanking?
Yeah, I'll do this. I'll do.
What are you thinking?
Yeah. Okay, first strike is the non-flank.
Okay. Bring it.
And I will do it without guidance. I'm gonna try and just go for base.
Okay.
All about that base.
No guidance.
That is a miss.
Sadly, we're already in treble.
You
Um,
get negative levels.
you know what? I've always stated this.
You're all
I like my
trained one.
candy. I like
Oh, no.
spending my candy.
All right, bring it. That becomes a hit.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the damage for this one first, just to
Yeah,
get this out of the way.
because you're making them at separate targets.
Because they
so
are
go
separate.
ahead. Yeah. No point in delaying the damage.
Hey, the bit. Let's go.
Nice.
The first Null Hunter, still trying to shake the blood vessels you might have popped in its ear or something, falls. Would you like to describe your kill?
I want to see how I do on the second one, and then we'll go from there. How's that?
Okay. All right. Let's see what you got.
If I'm lucky.
You got agile. You got off guard.
Got he's off guard. I'm gonna use guidance on the
Guidance.
second one. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So guidance is now
Good
factored.
call.
Here goes nothing.
We hope not. Oh, it's worse than nothing. Nothing would have been
Can I-
preferable to this.
Can I use my candy?
Rip.
No. Oh no 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 no.
Oh, Oliver, buddy,
'Cause-
this
'cause
is
These fumble decks are my candy. Bit your tongue.
okay. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Then, if you don't mind,
Mhm.
I imagine Oliver probably runs in. He gets this one kick. He like flies in, jumps up, kicks the head of the one knoll, goes to like bounce off, and probably kicks the teeth of like the one knoll or the colo, I should say, and just
Okay.
kind of plops back down into the place that he's standing.
Yeah, you got a tooth lodged in your foot that is making you take 1 persistent bleed damage. All right,
Does anyone
that
else get
is
Ricky Ticky vibes from his character?
Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Yeah.
Well, if we ever fight a Naga, I'll let you know. Alright, so you take 1 point of bleed and attempt your recovery check. Try to pull the tooth from your... Nope,
Nope.
couldn't get the tooth out. Which means it is Harry's turn.
All right. So I noticed that for my Eidolon buffs, they both have the concentrate trek. So
Yes.
can I use both of them at the same time?
No, because they do specifically say that you can't have both on
Okay.
at the same time.
Then let's see.
It's either or.
Crazy question. Could I, when I use act together?
Uh-huh.
Wait, never mind. That's a single action. Okay. I was going to ask if I could have Abigail have her ready in action with act together, but
You could.
oh, can I?
So her actions would be she is readying, and you are taking a single action when she readies.
Okay. So I would like to act together.
Okay.
TK this guy and have her ready, I guess, to brace for whatever is darting at her from the darkness.
Okay, like a strike if it comes within reach.
Yes.
Okay. So actually, I think you can do that, but I think that is all of your actions.
Alrighty.
If you both do like a 2-action activity.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so go ahead and give me your attack roll. That unfortunately is a miss. However, you also had 2 hero points at one point during this session. I'm not sure if you still do.
I have one, and you know what? Yeah. Let's see about it.
Yeah,
Wait, I think that's the wrong button.
that is. Right-click the roll itself and select reroll using a hero point. That should cover it. The
just
thumbs.
roll and keep new result.
There should be a reroll using hero point option around there.
I see new, lower, or higher result.
If you might not have a
Oh
hero
no,
point.
you're
then.
out.
Yeah,
You're
out.
out
then.
of them.
Okay, so that is just
Okay.
a miss. All right, my unconscious knoll bleeds. This other knoll is like, Fluffy, hurry up! And he, let's see. I think he is going to step. You know what, Harryman? I don't think he likes you throwing stuff at him.
He doesn't like my Jedi tricks.
Nope. None of your Jedi mind tricks! He slashes at you with his battle axe. And hits. This wicked-looking axe. It appears to be fanged with the literal fangs of actual monsters. Bites into your flesh for 8 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
He follows this up with a Jaws attack.
Oof.
And lands another blow. He lunges out, his fangs sinking into your flesh, dealing another 5 points of piercing damage.
And I'm just crumbling like an old man.
Again, she's like, well, I can't find the javelin in these sorts of conditions. So I suppose he turns his bow back on the knoll, and he's going to loose. Actually, you know what? I think he's going to come back to his tree. And he's going to take cover and fire 2 quick shots using hunted shot. 1. Natural 20.
Oh my.
I'm a fucking killer. All right.
Gang, gang.
Yeah, no, ventilated. Triple damage.
Ooh.
Gentry said, bye.
So I'm just gonna roll damage. Oh, I gotta roll critical because it adds his deadly die. All right, but he rolled a 1 on his regular damage die, so that is 3 damage. But the good news is he rolled an 8 on his deadly die. So 11 points of damage. An arrow streaks from the darkness, Gentry, whistling through the air, and just slices through this guy's throat. And he just has a moment to grab at his neck as blood rushes and mats his fur before he drops. However, there is still a player in this combat. He moves so slow.
A new challenger approaches.
Yep, I just need I can't move my screen anymore. Help. Okay. I fixed it.
Oh my. It suddenly becomes super fast.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't like the sudden measuring of 80 feet away. Like, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. Because
I'm exactly worried.
because as this dark shape ambles forth, a horrid, keening screech
Ooh.
rips through the air. And I need everybody to give me a will save.
Yikes,
Sorry.
oh boy.
Everybody except Gentry and Silas. You guys are safe.
Said will save?
Will save.
We'll save.
Will
We'll
save.
save.
Will
You
save.
guys got
Will
We'll
save.
this.
Ooh, that was almost a 1.
Harry, that is a success. Oh, but your Abigail also needs to roll. Oh no, Oliver.
Blind or public?
Nope.
Oliver.
Lucky
Blind
foot.
or public?
Okay. Public.
Okay.
All right. So
Ah, no, I went to try and click my thing. Hang on.
Abigail
There we
is
go.
frightened too.
It's better than the previous.
All right. So Oliver is only frightened too by this horrific screech. Aurora is also frightened 2. And Gentry, you're merely frightened 1.
Do I have a? I don't have a resistance to being frightened. Did I make that up?
You
I
mean
made
Harry.
that up.
Yeah, Melkor, I was aware that I can send it to the chat box. I actually don't want to reveal what exactly it is yet, since they don't have eyes on it. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
that's fair.
Aurora kinda does, but it's like it's
Yes, she
partially
does.
around the corner. And so I like my mystery.
I have every single concern possible.
I don't have a resistance to fear yet.
Nope.
That hasn't come yet. Oh.
All right. That was all my actions, which means we are around to Aurora.
How can Aurora shake her fears?
Ending your turn reduces your frightened condition by 1. Would you like to do that right away?
Oh no.
Okay. Just
what
wanted to
can
put
I
that
do?
option out there.
I'm very curious. Hold on, let me see what I can see because I'm zoomed in.
See what you can see. See
I
what
can't
you
see
can
it.
see. The
I
bear
just
went
see
over
my
the mountain,
demise.
The bear went over the mountain.
There is a
Oh.
bear. no,
That's
I
what
don't know.
Melkor meant. Okay. Oh yeah, I do see that. So yeah, I could have done this. Oh, but they still get to see what it is then.
Oh,
Nah, I didn't
hoot
see
growl, hoot growl.
What did I miss?
Don't
No,
worry
Hoot
about
growl.
Your demise. That's what you missed. Don't worry, it'll
okay.
happen sooner than you think.
Hoot growl. What kind? Why are we dimension 20?
I told
Don't
you
worry
it
about
just
it.
get weird.
thought-
Don't
Ooh,
worry
baby.
about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, first things first. I want to heal Oliver with.
I respectfully take the role
Lay
of
on.
Zachariah.
it. So lay on hands, you need to be adjacent to Oliver. So you will
Okay,
have
so
to
that-
you'll have to spend 1 action to step.
Okay, and then oh gosh, 1 action to step, and then 1 action to heal.
Yep. So just click on your lay on hands, throw it up in there.
And
Aw.
yeah. Oh, come on, yeah.
So you lay a hand on Oliver as purifying energy rushes from it, bolstering him. Even then, it is worth noting that he gets a +2 to AC for 1 round from this.
Yes.
And that is a status bonus, which is very hard to come across for
Yeah.
armor class.
Did you already drag it on him?
He dragged it on
I did.
himself.
Oh yes,
So
thank
you
you.
go ahead and click on your lay on hands healing.
What is it? I got to scroll. Yes, healing.
Yep.
Roll healing.
I'm not sure why it asked you to roll because it's always
It's just 6.
Yep.
Apply healing.
okay.
Okay.
You have 1
So there's
action
that.
remaining.
Is there? I will. I still have my. Do I still have my hammer in my hand?
Yeah. Unless you threw it
Okay.
somewhere, dropped
No.
it. Just, I don't need this anymore. Cast it aside.
No, I learned my mistake in session like 4 or something like that. Can I then just? I'm gonna raise a shield. I'm gonna
Okay.
raise a shield,
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Then that
and
will
then
bring
I
us.
become less scared.
Yep. So you, with your character selected, you should see the conditions affecting you. Right click
Okay.
frightened, and that'll reduce it
Okay.
to frightened 1.
Is there? There's not a fast way to raise my shield first. I have to go back. Okay.
Probably.
Action.
While you do that, Silas.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. I know that the Knoll came down and effectively attacked my dear Harriman, so I am actually going to move over and come down here. Get here, which should put me within 30 feet, so that I can cast a 2-action heal on him.
Okay.
Oh no. No. How do I?
So we'll do that.
Here, you know what? I got your thread. Oh yeah, you figured it out. It's right clicks to decrease it.
Yeah.
Is that?
But I'm still at 2.
Should be able to do. There you go. 1 more.
Sweet.
Ta-da.
All right.
Thank you for it.
A nice 11 points
All
of
right,
healing
Harry.
to Harryman.
And
And
that's my turn.
that's all of Silas's turns. Nice and quick. Oliver, you're bleeding. You're frightened.
I've got all my icons, as we know I like to do.
Yep. You like collecting them.
Sure do.
can
I'm
fall
gonna try and
prone.
get rid of one of
I'll
them.
give you. Okay.
Give myself a few more.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna try and get rid of them.
Okay.
I believe it is administer first aid to try and remove bleeding.
Correct. 2 actions.
Actions. DC would just be, I guess.
Your
base
level.
DC probably like, yeah.
We'll do the level DC.
Since it was myself that did it to myself, I don't
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Yep. So go ahead
okay,
and give
so-
me that medicine check.
Why is it so? Oh, because I'm frightened.
Frightened
God, frightened.
2.
Problem.
Hell yeah.
It's like, why is it so low? Well, now I know.
For
All
what
right,
it's
here goes.
worth, you guys are immune for a minute.
Okay.
Well, that's a fail. You got 1 action remaining.
Ah.
Yeah, for some reason you're just having a lot of trouble right now, like balancing on 1 foot long enough to pull this tooth out.
That's fair. I got it in the big toe, you know.
Yeah,
It's the thorn in your tiger paw.
it is. It is.
I'm gonna go ahead and just try and
What you got?
maybe
what you
just.
thinking? You want to move up?
No, not yet. I don't want to move. I'm gonna move a. That's not right. I'm gonna move a little.
Face Fluffy and honorable one-on-one combat.
Yeah, sure. Big old Fluffy sounds like a great idea to go fight by myself. It only roared around a corner and made me terrified for my life.
Yeah, it was a pretty terrifying sound. Actually, who is trained in nature?
I think I am.
I am. I have a +8.
Oh yeah, that's better. I think I have like only a 4 or something.
I'm just looking for anybody that's trained in nature. Those of you that were trained in nature, there was something off about the sound, but at its core, the sound was almost like that of the shriek of an owl. But like it's almost like it was making this shriek as it was choking through gore.
Ooh.
You tell me
They
this,
have a
that.
dire
Are you
owl.
gonna tell me that? Because I'm
I
gonna
sure-
turn around.
I
I'm
sure-
gonna walk the
I
other
was
way.
about-
Are you trained in nature? Is all of
No,
you
I was
trained in nature?
asking them if they're gonna tell me that.
Oh.
But I'm a trained in nature, and I would
Yeah,
like
you-
to be like, hey, that didn't sound good. That sounded like a blood drowned owl, like gargling blood, and it was horrible. But that's definitely an owl sound with like blood, like a
Oliver,
blood
man.
in
Well,
Blood
I was
anyway,
just like, yeah, you didn't have to tell me that was horrible. I hated it. Trust me.
have some bleed damage,
Yay.
and then roll your recovery as Harry starts his turn.
All right.
and
Now,
Lay
Harry,
on him,
your
wasn't it?
Abigail has dark vision.
Yes.
She is able to see the creature. It is, if she's right there, she's adjacent to it.
Okay. I don't think we naturally have shared senses,
You do not.
but I am going to once again give her a reinforced Eidolon,
Okay.
because whatever coming, it's big.
Does seem that way.
Why can't it automatically put it on her first time?
Oh, I did that.
Oh, okay.
You have to click and drag the effect.
I was just trying that.
That's
But,
strange.
Doing
Excellent.
that, I am going to hobble a little bit more closer to my allies, and let's see, action to cast, action to move. I guess I'll use my movement as an act together and have her ready again to punch whatever comes around the corner.
Okay. Sounds fun. Alright. It is Gentry's turn. Now, the fun thing about Hunt Prey is that you can use it just by hearing a creature. So Gentry is going to hunt prey based off of the sound that he heard. And when he does so, he gets his monster hunter. He gets to try to identify what that thing was. And so he is going to attempt a knowledge check. So he gets a +2 on this roll. But a 10 is not going to cut it. I don't know. I don't know what sort of hell beast made that noise. And I think
Not
he's
a good one.
just going to come up here. There's one action. And he's just going to sort of like take up position next to his old bud. His bow's at the ready. He's just sort of like trying to like seed in the darkness. And as he does, an immense lumbering shape moves forward. With one action, it closes the distance to Abigail. And as it does, it is at least within dim light of that created by one Silas Sunshower. And you see a hideous
Oh, do you not
creature.
have it? Oh.
I don't have it revealed.
That makes a lot of sense. I was like, where?
I will reveal it in a second here. I'm going to show you guys the art first, because you see a hideous creature of mottled fur and feathers, with periodically revealed patches of angry-looking skin infested by worms and maggots. Gore drips from its beak, and a single eye gleams with malice in this dim light. The creature in question looks like this. And
What is that?
Yeah,
it is right
it
here.
is Fluffy.
Fluffy
No.
wasn't very fluffy, was he?
More,
very
more
cool.
feathers. It's giving feathers. That's
The more
fine.
Creatively named Owlbear.
Owlbear. Hoot growl.
I mean, that
And-
used to be an owlbear.
As he approaches, I'll let you get your
No.
strike in there, Zach,
All right,
with Abigail.
Abigail's final action.
She strikes vainly out against the creature. She hits.
I hate everything about this.
Punch it right in the nads.
So she strikes out with her claws, and they do seem interestingly effective.
I could see there's a little prompt that says how much damage it took.
Yeah, that's all right,
Okay.
because it is going to strike out with its own damage. So here comes the giant beak, and that is a 31 to hit.
Yep.
This great hooked beak, still stained with gore from its meals, rips into Abigail for 30 points of damage.
And so this thing just takes a hold of her, shakes her T-Rex style, and she just kind of goes poof and disappears. And Harriman falls over.
Drops. Okay. So you are dying, Harriman. There it is. And goodbye. There is in the initiative order. Aurora.
She was nice to have.
it is
Oh,
your
we're still
turn.
going. Okay.
I'm just going to quickly note it. I forgot to reduce my frightened. I'm going to do it now.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, I was not expecting.
Good point, Harriman.
Because of time.
You're actually at dying too. You know what? Hero point to Melkor. Actually, you know what, Melkor?
Yes.
You lost a hero point for
Chat,
having me
chat.
reveal stuff too early.
Chat, wait.
So,
No
so
hero point for you.
even things cancel. All right, so I'm doing something. Okay.
So this great owlbear like just rips apart this thing in front of it, and is very shocked at like it suddenly disappearing, and it gives a sort of like almost plaintive cry as it scratches the ground, wondering where its prey just went.
Yes. Looking at what I can do here. What? Oh, come on.
You could run, abandon your friends
I
to their
thought-
fate.
I would not do that because last time,
I mean,
champion
you could do a hit
paladin
and
ran.
run. You could run and
Hit and
smack,
run.
run back.
That is an
I
option.
think
Test
that
if it has an
is-
AOO.
I admit I did not take that into consideration.
I thought about it, but I do want to. I think I picked up that Harry fell behind me. Oh, but I don't have any powers. Never
You
mind.
only
I'm
had
sorry,
that one
Harry.
hero point.
No, I do have that hero point.
Or sorry, not
Oh.
hero point. You only had that one focus point.
One focus
You already
point. Yeah,
spent it.
and I spent it. So, all right, here we go. I move towards this terrifying thing, which is very terrifying.
All
I
right.
also am grateful for knowing you guys. It's been a good time.
It's been an honor surfing
Oh.
with you.
It's been an honor serving. Here we go. She swings her hammer.
All right, the John Henry of Orcs.
Yes, that's right.
Swing that
And
hammer.
then we will
Oh,
swing
make sure you're
it.
targeting.
No.
Right, you know what? That is still a hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. Let me target. Sorry. It's because I keep having to open and close my sheet to see, and it's been fun. All right. So T. There you
Yep,
go.
and go ahead and click the damage, and let's see what you got.
And then we do something.
Ooh, a
Alright.
solid blow against this beast. Your hammer smashes into the side of its face as it looks up sort of in surprise at you approaching it.
Yes.
But
And then.
it's
Mm.
your blow hits against almost deadened flesh, and
Mm.
its skull barely moves. It's one eye rolling its head before fixing you with this golden gaze.
Am I too late to put up my shield, or is it a reaction that needs to happen first?
You can raise your shield.
Yes. Raising it.
Okay.
Alright.
Aurora desperately raises her shield. Silas.
Okay, I am going to do a couple things here. So
Okay,
I'm going
I'll
to
allow it.
sustain my light. I'm going to sustain my light cantrips, but I'm going to now attach it onto Oliver, so I will actually just drag this spell effect out. Place
Oh,
that there.
yes, perfect. We can just do it that way. And we'll add another token to his little collection.
Yep.
I'll delete the light that I made.
Beautiful. All right, and then I just need to get him back up as fast as possible, and I'm worried about incoming damage, so I'm actually going to do a small love tap with a
Okay.
rousing splash on Harry.
Ah, temporary HP. H-pizzle,
Yep.
as they say.
They say it.
All right,
Does temporary bring me back to consciousness?
I guess so.
We've barely,
All right,
but
take
yes.
that
It should.
Or do I take the 1 or the 2?
The 2.
Okay.
All right, and then that would be all 3 of my actions.
Okay.
It still has me as dying. Okay.
Yeah, you're prone. And you are now
Awesome.
wounded 1.
And then I'll take my frightened down, right?
Yes, yep, your frighten goes down. And after that, that is all 3 actions. It is Oliver's turn.
All right, I'm gonna try and do as much damage to this thing as I personally can.
That's usually a good way to win a fight.
Yep, that's measuring. Let's go back to this. There we go. We're gonna not right click. We need a space bar. Go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Meow.
You dart into a flank behind this immense creature. Its arms are probably thicker than your body.
Honestly, not difficult. We're gonna go ahead and I think just safe to say I'm gonna make a Flurry of blows.
Okay, let's see if you can do it.
And slashing looked effective earlier, so.
It did. You got the flank. Just need to land these hits. First one is a good.
Mm.
Second one.
Oh,
Oh, yep, 2 hits. Man, that would have been a crit if it weren't for
Oh.
frightened.
Frightened. You.
Now go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah, now,
going to
unfortunately,
have
even though
to-
it might be weak, yeah.
I'm going to have to just apply this sort of on my own.
Yep. So
Because weakness
I
only
wish I had a
triggers
way to
once.
like apply them together. But...
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's much better. All right, so 14. You know what? That is perfect. Okay. He takes a solid blow and is now bloodied. Oh, Melkor says there's a module for that. I will have to look into that.
I will give them the fact that they have plenty of modules for things. It's just finding them.
Yeah,
Um,
that is the truth. One action
I'm gonna
remains.
go ahead,
We're gonna.
and as much as I would, well, actually,
Gamble on it.
14 on the flat. If I rolled a 13
You can do it.
on the die, I could, in theory, get it.
Yeah. Go for it.
100% of gamblers quit before they hit it big.
Ha.
Bring it.
Screw it. Pain and suffering is exactly what I'm here for.
It's
Let's
a hit.
freaking go.
Go ahead and deal your damage. Okay.
Hey, I'm applying the weakness. I
Still,
don't care.
yep. Yeah,
All
you're
right.
still
It's
highly
nice knowing you
effective.
guys. This is gonna hurt.
All right, so 1 point of bleed,
Oh, yep.
and then make your recovery check.
Mm.
Look at Shizak. What the hell's that? And he does have it hunted, but he's going to spend 1 action to help Harriman to his feet and remove the prone condition.
Alrighty.
Then he will fire 2 quick shots, because it is his hunted prey. And as he reaches down to his crew, he's like, "Folks, I'm running low on arrows here." Twang.
Yeah.
Hit. Six points of damage. Nailed it. And attack number 2. Another hit. 5 points of damage. Harry, it is your turn.
Yes. All right. I am torn between 2 separate actions, but if I summon Abigail back,
Mhm.
will she be able to twin action with me to do something?
I don't think so. Let me see.
Because it
It's,
takes all 3 actions to bring her back.
yeah, manifest Eidolon. Your Eidolon appears in an open space adjacent to you and then takes a single action.
Okay.
So she would appear in a space next to you and get 1 action.
That should be fine. So yeah, I'll do that. I
Okay,
will call her back.
where do you want her? Oh, she would
And
no longer be frightened.
We'll
She
go
then strides
running
up there?
to assist. Yep.
Okay. Well, it's the owlbear's turn, and it does not appreciate what you did to it there, Oliver.
Yeah, I know what's coming my way.
So here comes a Talon Strike. I forgot to target you, but that is a 27 to hit.
That is not a critical hit against me.
Yeah. That is 15 points of slashing damage.
Does hurt like a freaking ton.
Yeah, good thing that wasn't a critical hit.
Yeah, that'd hurt like a bee.
I probably killed you.
For its second action, or actually, Well, it is its second action, but it uses the same map. It's going to try to grab you.
Pardon?
It
Well,
has
I guess
the,
I'm slightly okay with being grabbed.
It has the
Ooh,
grab. It
if,
has the grab ability.
if it tries to grab because it's undead and it's trying to grab him, I want to do a liberating step.
Okay. Okay. So, it's going to do the grab first. It rolls first. All right. That is a 25 versus your Fortitude DC.
That is still a success, not a crit.
Okay. So now with liberating step, the ally can attempt to break free of effects grabbing, restraining, immobilizing, or paralyzing them. They either attempt a new save against one such effect that allows a save, or attempt to escape from one effect as a free action. Now,
Okay.
could you throw
Yes.
Don't
Shining
gotta tell
Oath?
me twice.
Shining Oath into the chat?
Yes, I could throw Shining Oath into the chat. I was about to throw liberating step into the chat, but I could throw Shining Oath.
Both of them really wouldn't hurt, honestly, but
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's do Shining Oath
Well-
first, because I think liberating step is in it.
how do I? Well,
You flick.
thank
Yeah.
you.
All right,
Alright.
so you get a +4 circumstance bonus to your escape check.
let's go.
And so I drag this one to.
Yep, apply
Oliver?
that effect to Oliver.
I have my
It
turn
says
again,
a
so-
permission to create item. I think.
Oh,
You
I
gave
got
me
it. I got it. So,
Okay,
effect.
so there we go. Now, I'm not sure it'll
Alright.
apply because it might not know why you're making like the acrobatics or athletics check.
I'll take a look, and it should probably give me the option to take and try. So,
All right, well, go ahead and give me whichever one of those checks you want to do. It can be an acrobatics
Oh.
roll, an athletics roll, or an unarmed attack roll.
oh, I guess my unarmed attack roll is technically the best. Actually,
Okay.
let me
Go for
not
it.
target this dude because that's not technically what I'm doing.
Yep.
And do I need to move?
Nope. You don't get.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Boom, boom. Okay. Here is my escape attempt.
Okay.
Let's
Yes.
go.
31. Is that including? Yep, that's got the +4 already in there. That is a success. Now, because of liberating step, and specifically because of this, you can step twice if you would like.
I feel like this thing's got some decent range, but I don't want to get out of range of people
Of
who
the
can actually
off-
help me.
And the off guard.
Wait.
Mhm.
Unless I make it chase me and I battle medicine myself.
So let me know what you want to do.
Step,
Okay, step. Aurora.
I yell at it to try and get it to follow.
The owlbear is mortal. What would you like
All
to
right.
do? You have a hammer in hand.
So-
You just freed your friend from a
Yeah,
mighty blow.
I will do a mighty blow.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see if you got it in you. 17 is a hit.
Huzzah!
Did I? I thought I targeted it already.
You did.
Hold on.
It's targeted.
Okay, cool. And then roll damage.
See what you got, Ken. You fell. You bring your hammer back. And in a description I would like you to give if you so desire. You
My
fell.
baby's first kill.
Fluffy.
Baby's first kill. So after seeing the owlbear try to swoop, try to attack Oliver, I'm like, not the bunny! And I send the liberating step energy and then swing the hammer of justice down on its head and smacks that undead owlbear down.
Its skull shatters under your blow, and it drops to the ground. Its single remaining golden eye rolling across the earth and fixing you with its final glare. But that
There's
ends the encounter.
should
Nicely
we-
done, group. Now, we aren't
Keep
entirely out of
quiet.
the woods yet. I mean, Harriman's not
No.
in the threat of immediately dying.
Nope. And Oliver is
Oliver
almost
is
dead too.
bleeding.
Oh shoot.
Eh.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess.
Go ahead and take another point of damage. And sorry,
Could I
ended
have
the
on my turn try to?
administer first aid. Yeah, go ahead and give me that check real quick.
Yeah.
And is someone able to investigate this golden eye? Is it useful? Is it a weapon? Is it a treasure?
Right.
Alright, that is a failure on that. Nope. No, the eye
Okay.
just seems to be a normal eye.
Okay.
Roll your recovery check.
Dang. That thing
Oof.
slashed the artery in your foot.
That's
Can
what I
I
get for kicking it in the jaw.
can I give my candy now?
I'll let you use your hero point.
We don't need
I was
to.
gonna say, if you guys want to circle up on me to try and give
Oh.
us this minute to survive,
Yeah,
Yes.
you have 1 minute.
I would have been able to get here with one action.
Do you want to get to
Does that put him in
Harry?
range? He's exactly in range. If you want to do it.
I do 3 action. We're just gonna do a heal so that hopefully you don't bleed out and you actually have regular hit points over there again.
Probably a good idea.
And I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah, just roll the healing.
Gadoosh.
2 healing to everybody.
There.
It's something.
If there's a place to hide, I could refocus, but I think
I
we're
mean-
still in danger.
We're
Uh,
here.
I mean, do we want to push for the doors? Get in quick. I don't know. Maybe we
I
gotta
think we
clear
need to.
the bodies first, but maybe for now we just hide and take a minute or two.
I think you're right, Genji. Let's get this.
Well, I will say on what would be Oliver's action again, he will have moved.
Okay. Done another administer first aid.
Yeah.
Does anyone have thievery tools to pick locks?
I do.
Okay. I would rather do that than using my hammer to smash the door open and cause attention.
Ooh.
Finally.
Okay, so that gives you, I believe, an additional flat check.
Is that all that does? With like effective assistance, that's right.
Yes, yeah. So it's DC 10 to stop the bleeding.
Gross. Alright, well, here goes nothing. I don't want to remove. Oh, roll assisted recovery. Perfect. There we go.
There you go.
I see.
And
Oh man.
someone's gonna die apparently this
Man,
session.
oh man.
This is dumb.
I called it.
Roll your
Bring me Olivia.
hey, now. Don't write him off yet.
roll your recovery check. Nope.
My God.
Just stick your finger in it.
This party was
I
never
think
meant
he's
to
tried
have
that at this point.
this party was never meant to have 2 rabbits.
Oh no.
One of us
Has
gotta go.
10 minutes passed? I don't know.
There can only
No,
be one.
it's been like 18 seconds. All right, my
Gentry's,
turn.
Gentry's moving up. He's still got his bow sort of at the ready. He's only got 2 arrows left. Okay.
My javelin's right where he was though.
Yeah.
Okay, is that enough?
Yep, that's enough. Go ahead and roll with assisted recovery. It is mocking
Hate my
you.
life.
Candy. Oh,
And then you get your recovery check. Can you? Oh, did you see
some-
that?
This,
Did you
this,
see that
I
hanging
swear,
on the
This
16?
is intentional. It landed on the 20 for me, and then flopped
Man.
to the 8.
For
I
me, it
love it.
landed
Every
on the
single character
16,
you
and
know.
like it bobbled there for a second, and it was like, lol, no, and it flipped to the 8.
Lol, no. This is
Is there
dumb.
anything we could do?
I mean, other people can administer first aid if they want to try.
If you have medicine, you're more than welcome.
Let's see.
I mean, I'm not trained in it.
That
Is
could make things
survival?
worse.
Yeah,
I'm trained.
that's
Harriman will try to lend a hand.
Okay, give me that
I'll move
medicine
closer
check.
to you. So.
Ooh,
Oh, I ripped
Okay.
your foot off.
okay.
he shoves the tooth in
Guys.
deeper. You immediately take 1 point of your persistent bleed damage. If you were trying to stop
sorry, I
bleeding, it immediately takes amount equal to his persistent bleed damage.
I didn't have my glasses on.
Pain.
Oh my gosh, am I going to kill a player because of
By
persistent
bleeding
bleed?
out.
Because of
so
one
funny.
critical hit card that does the stupidest thing.
It's a critical fumble on your part, I think.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's
not
why we
even a
got
lot
rid of
of
them in
bleed.
extinction cards.
It's a single point.
Single
of
point.
bleed.
But it doesn't go away. It didn't give it like a timer.
So
It just
great.
goes.
All right. Well,
Yeah, it keeps
your
going
turn
till you
comes
make a
around
flat
again.
check.
Oliver, you want to do another check to see if you can administer first aid?
Yeah.
Gentry's there like, what are y'all doing? All right, that's a fail.
He's got
Someone
left
grab the potion on my hip. Because I had to move here with my third action.
All right, end of your turn. Take that 1 point. Roll the recovery check.
Oliver actively calls us out. Hey, I think I'm about to pass out. Grab the potion on my hip, please.
Oh
foot.
boy,
Harriman will grab his potion.
scintillating play. All right, you know what? I'm gonna call it here. You guys,
You can call it. I'm at 1 HP, BB.
that's why I'm
Genuinely,
calling
it will
it.
matter.
That's why I'm calling it here. You guys are able to staunch Oliver's bleeding between all of you. Gentry also has training in medicine.
This is
One of you figures it out.
ridiculous. Got it. Hyena teeth suck.
Yeah.
That's the lesson I learned from that one.
Wow. Thanks to DM intervention.
Yeah, no, at the rate this is going, I'm just
I-
curious. Hold on.
I
I'm
just
gonna.
didn't want to be bogged down by it.
There's a 3.
I'm ready to move on.
There's a 2.
Oh boy.
Oh, there
Okay.
it is.
Somebody would have gotten you there.
We're done with these Three
Criminy.
Stooges shenanigans.
All
I'm
right.
at 1.
The party now stands in front of the door to the mayor's manor. These doors sit askew, but they've been at least mostly fixed up to be closable. A simple knot holds the handles together, but they otherwise seem to just hang in place, reminding you all of how they were broken open.
I guess undo the knot and open the door.
You open the door, and it swings in to a darkened
Oliver's
room.
Oliver's
it
gonna
does-
pull out his potion as you open the door just in case.
And as he does, that is where we end tonight's session.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for checking this out, for giving us a chance to play, I think, our first Turngrave Affairs session of the month? And our last. So we will be back here, hopefully, in another 2 weeks. We'll see you then next Sunday. Until then, stay safe, be good, see you later.
See you, stream.